Hello and welcome to the Daily Dominion for December 4th, 2024. I'm sure I'll get used to the fact that it's December by the time it's 2025. So we've got 100% corn guilds today. Trashing from Infirmary and Remake. Draw from Herald, also Soothsayer, like in a pretty big way, right? Because you got Footpad here. So when you play Soothsayer, you gain a gold, you draw a card, they gain a curse, they draw a card, Soothsayer draws them a card. Like, we got Farrier. Yeah, so the draw's basically just Herald, which is a little bit awkward. And Soothsayer doesn't play super well into that. Because, you know, the golds stop the Herald stuff. I mean, I guess you could say that Farrier is draw too, but those run out at some point. So I think the question is, do we want to get a remake or not? Because what we could do is overpay for Farrier, even though it's only for one, and then overpay for Infirmary turn 2 and get to trash at least 2 cards. Well, probably exactly 2 cards, but while also triggering a short shuffle. Rebanking estates isn't particularly exciting. It's not terrible. Getting some shops is fine. It's not particularly exciting. It is faster trashing than Infirmary is going to offer. Herald into Remake has the potential to be extremely awkward, which is one reason to maybe prefer Infirmary as well. The other thing is we can use copper to pay for Farrier, so like turbo thinning isn't as important there, although that doesn't work the best with Herald. On the other hand, we also have Baker Token. Okay, so we could overpay for Infirmary right now. B, we could overpay for Farrier and then use the token on Infirmary and get a 3-card trash. That sounds like actually the best plan to me. What? What is this? Bunch of nonsense is what this is. Totally uncalled for. What the heck? Also, we managed to draw another estate. So we only actually get to overpay by 2. Man, this is bullshit. Alright. Yeah, picking up a Herald's definitely reasonable. We could also go for one more Farrier overpay. Just to try to make sure we can trash this last estate, if nothing else. So like if we do that, we draw 7 cards. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're like 2. Yeah, we're just about drawn deck at that point. Oh, we still haven't seen our Infirmary. Well, we could overpay for and top deck a Herald. We could get another Infirmary. Trash the first Infirmary. That's not very exciting. That is an option. Pay 5 for it, and we guarantee that we get to trash the State Infirmary. We pay 6 and also trash. We've already trashed a copper. What is? Oh, we have another farrier down there, right? Ugh, I don't feel good about that. That's basically like a single card trash. Problem with overpaying for Herald is it's not that likely to actually accomplish anything this turn because, like, we only have the one target for it with this farrier. Man. Footpad on play does counter farrier overpay. The AI hasn't been making use of it, but another thing to consider is to get a footpad. Unfortunately, there's not like a good way for us to gain something and make use of farrier overpay. Like we could go shop and then overpay 1 for farrier. It's like fine, I guess. Really, really unfortunate. We did not see the infirmary here. Buh. I don't know. I don't know. What else could we do? We could buy a farmhands and set aside a copper. It's okay. It's all just okay. I mean, we could just overpay for farrier again and make sure we get that dang trash off. We're still only going to have 6 coins next turn, though, is the problem with that. So we're still going to be faced with this basic decision of like, okay, how do we start ramping our econ? Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna go with the footpad. If we collide, we can farmhands. Right, and we have our estate down there, so we're gonna farmhands the infirmary. All right, now I think we overpay for Herald. Wait, when did they get a footpad? Crap. Well, rip farrier overpay stuff, I guess. Not this turn, that's for sure. All right. Just grab another Herald. I didn't quite draw a deck here. We could also... And I guess we could go, if we want to add a little bit of econ to our deck, I guess we could go like Shop Herald for in our coffers. Like we'll probably want to pick up some Bakers at some point, but the shop is basically just as good right now. Suppose we could consider getting a Young Witch at some point. Wow, is the AI's deck as small as it looks like it is? That's crazy. They remade their infirmary, so they don't have an infirmary. Having to play remake every turn might be pretty awkward for them. Oh, maybe we go Young Witch shop. I mean, we'll be relying on Herald hit to be able to play all three of our terminals. But with the Young Witch will help with that. I don't know what the heck they're doing here. Our deck has 7 cards in it. Oh, this is... We have 4 coppers down here. Although if we get footpad attacked, which we probably will... Wait. Why did they discard? Did they overpay? Oh, right. They got drawn a card by Young Witch. I forgot about that. Okay. So we want to keep that sequencing. Anyway, I think I actually do want to figure this. And then just spend all of our money to top deck a Herald. Wait. Oh, 2 coffers, 3 buys. All right, fine. We don't get to top deck it. Oh, shit. Mistake. We could just not play the Young Witch, I guess. Yeah. All right. Do we take one more shop? It is cheaper than a baker. It generates just as much money. Just a question of whether we end up in a situation where we can't make use of it, but I think it should be all right. Could grab a candlestick maker, but we don't need the buys. We discard infirmary. They bought a farrier just like for 2. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Guess we're gonna do Farmhands the Young Witch. Right. I guess do that. Okay. We can just do Shop Baker, I guess. That might be enough shops. I think I would rather play Footpad than Young Witch, given the choice. Ugh. Yeah, maybe too many shops. Maybe too many shops. And we don't even have enough for farmhands. It's really obnoxious. I'm just gonna save these coffers. Yeah, this is what I meant about the remake. Like, I mean, I guess it does draw you cards, but like, you're also like trashing your heralds is pretty dubious. Oh, I'm on shop. Okay. All right, we got to get some more heralds just so we can keep drawing. I think we're generating enough money for the moment. Don't think I want to spend my coffer on an overpay though. I'm just gonna like turn their deck into golds, I guess. What did they do? Footpad to gold, farmhands to baker. Overpays 5. Why? We'll play ahead and play the Young Witch first, just to make sure we don't like chain. Can we possibly chain all the way through to our footpad? Probably not, but All right. So we could go ahead and grab the last Herald just to have it. We could go ahead and trash this copper of the all action deck. We can afford to take one more shop. Like, in theory, it can play Farmhands, Herald, Infirmary, Footpad, Farrier, Baker, Young Witch. That's 7 uniques. Man. If only there was, like, Fairgrounds or something. All these uniques. I guess it's not that many, actually. Yeah, I'm leaning towards we can probably take one more shop, actually. Are they even going to be able to footpad us anymore? Have they already trashed all their footpads? Just 2 footpads in the trash, so they have not trashed all of them. All right, we have more of this stuff than we need, obviously. But, you know, gotta stay reliable, I guess. I kind of wish I could make something more useful out of Soothsayer here, but adding those golds to my deck does not seem appealing. I'm just going to take a Baker, I guess. Piles are low. We can take a Farrier. We give out a curse. Buy some more curses. We could just win off of that next turn. What if we go Farrier Candlestick Maker? Save our coffers in case we need them. Yeah, they did get a province, so we might need them. Oh, order. All right, we have 5 buys. Yeah, we can still do this. Barely. So yeah, Footpad definitely made that overall more annoying to. I mean, I guess it wasn't too bad, the footpad attack, as we were still like drawing our deck, but it was a little harder to get going. Yeah, I don't know. Just the remake stuff, like with Herald, is so like that's the real. I mean, you get your hand size reduced early, and then so the number of targets you have for remake is pretty small. You have very little control over what happens if you hit remake. That's why I was afraid to put it in my deck. And you could potentially do some cool stuff with it, like if you had more control over it, right? Like you could, if you were, I don't know, gaining farm hands and then turning those into bakers or something like that, like that wouldn't be too bad. I don't know, it's not that cool, but it's something. But it's just like so hard to control, and you need to play with Herald to have any chance of drawing through. So yeah, I just think if Infirmary wasn't here, I think you would still like have to do it. You would just have to bite the bullet and play with remake. But with Infirmary being here, particularly with the Baker token to get you started, I don't actually think. And then like you can get early farriers before the footpads come online to cycle faster, so that the extra coppers in your deck aren't too bad. The Young Witch thing was pretty whatever. Like the AI did not do a good job trashing its curses because it got rid of its Infirmary, but it could have maybe, well, I don't know, maybe the remake like hit the Infirmary at a time when they had no choice but to trash it. I don't know. And like you would think like, well, you keep hitting this remake, you like surely you end up trashing the curses, but like again, you have so little control that like you might just keep failing to line that up. But yeah. The Soothsayer thing, I don't know. Soothsayer into footpad, I mean, you can still like you draw extra cards for the opponent, but then you can end up causing them to discard. It still makes them less likely to dud, right? Than if you hadn't played Soothsayer and you just played footpad, of course. But like it wouldn't be too bad if you had like some other source of draw here other than Herald. Then I think it would work like pretty well. Like the gold gaining might actually be nice, like because you're drawing the card with footpad, and gaining gold is not a bad way to add payload under normal circumstances. But again, just the fact, like if there was like a remodel, maybe you could turn those into provinces or something. But with it just being like a Herald deck, it's just like so awkward. In general, it's a pretty awkward kingdom overall. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.